Welcome back. Another day. We're here to get some work in. I think it's officially time to complete this Rochester rebuild of some sort. We've got all the parts in. I've got them about where I think they go. Remember, I am a professional. Cleaned up as good as it gets. I think they're about 98%. Yeah, I'm gonna say about 98% in good shape here. Now whether everything lines up all right, that's another story, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, right? Before we get started on anything, I'm gonna tell you, we're about to do something that, from what I've read, is highly frowned upon by professionals. Well, guess what? I'm a professional, and I say let's try it. We're gonna take this drill bit in this cheap drill motor, run that drill bit down through that hole right there, and run this bushing down in it. Do I have the proper tools to do this? No. If you are not comfortable doing this, I recommend don't do it, because that would be stupid. Send it to the professionals, let the professionals do it. It ain't no big deal. But I say, hey, let's give her a shot. I don't even know if I got the right size drill bit. As long as it press in, that's all I care. I'll put a little Gorilla epoxy around that thing. We in good shape. I don't know why I'm hunched down like this, like you can't see me. I think if I stand up straight. Before I get started on that, let me go ahead and get the monkey out of the room. Yes, I have glasses on. Yes, I have a prescription. I took my contacts out. Yes, they were free safety glasses. When they're free, choices are limited, so this is what I got. Contacts are out. I leave them in 30, 40, 50 days at a time, so on occasion I have to take them out because my eyes go blurry. And I figured doing something like this, I might as well have some spectacles on where I can see. So I'm gonna turn y'all around that way. We're gonna hit to the bench vise. Got these old Scotch-Brite pads. For some reason I can't find my painter's tape. I think the children's run off on the painter's tape any chance they get. And we're gonna stick these bushings in here. First, let's do this. Don't worry, if this completely screws up, I have a backup plan. Take this drill motor, and I'll meet you guys over here. Now you're probably thinking, Steve, what's the umbrella pads for? Two purposes. I can't find my painter's tape, and I need something in between this vise right here to kind of protect my aluminum. Yes, this is aluminum. Should not be hard to drill, but it's easy to waller out. So this is gonna take sort of a steady hand to do. And I hate wearing glasses. God, I hate wearing glasses. Slide down your nose. We got a good firm grip in the vise. That vise is wobbly as shit. It's all right. We gonna go for it. If it blows out, it blows out. What you gonna do? Now, with the steady hand of an oral surgeon, I want you to take this drill bit as straight as you possibly can. Well, in line with the metal at least, and give her a run down that hole right there. Okay? That worked like a charm, see? I don't think I went down far enough. Okay. I see the problem. We need that thing on one. Right? Now, with the steady hand of the surgeon, we're gonna jump in there and give her a good wallering. Get a little bit more in there. There we go. Now, measure my bushing in there, like so. May need to go a little bit further. A little bit further. Okay. Let's see. Hell, look good to me. Now, with that in there like that, we're gonna go ahead and leave this thing in the vise like we wants it right there. And we're gonna take a little bit of this epoxy Squeeze a little bit out right there. Now this may not be the right thing to do. Hell, who knows? It's solder resistant, so it'll work. All right, let me get my mixer here. Give a little mix up right there. Give a little mixy. Give a little mixy. Mixy. A little bit of mixy. All right. Slap a little bit around that bushing right there. Get it all over your fingers, that way it sticks to your nutsack hairs. And you gotta go pee in the yard. God, that smells like shit. Now I'm gonna put that right there. Now I don't recommend taking your hammer and just walloping on that piece of brass, because unless you got a brass hammer, and I don't have a brass hammer, so we're gonna do the best of what we got. Now, as straight as you can get it, lay that thing right there and just drive it on down there. Don't be scared. What the hell? Or you can blow it out. That's gonna leak like a motherfucker. That ain't good. That's really bad. Yep, broke that. Broke that. Ah, shit. Don't go all the way in. All right. Steady hand of a chimpanzee, let's drive it in there. Or crooked. Fuck me. Don't worry, it's just gonna cause vacuum if this ain't right. So, we'll go with it. There we go. Drill the bushing out 3/8. Try to squeeze this in there too tight. Oh shit. Let's change the drill bit out first. That's smart. Alright. We're well on our way to making a mess here, folks. Did I tell you I wasn't a professional? And I think this is why the professionals frowned upon it. But we make chicken shit out of chicken eggs, you know what I mean? So let's recap a minute. For future references, probably a good idea to buy the right tool. Probably a good idea to ensure the bushings you have are correct. All this could possibly save me money in the long run, which I'll probably save money anyway because I've worked myself around it. Still not sure how well it's going to hold a vacuum, but we're in the right direction. What you see me doing now is trying to get the rest of this rod cleaned up so I can get a nice easy turn on this thing. All this is some 320 sandpaper. Boy. There we go. Slide in there. Slide in there. Come on. Slide in there. There you go. Still not a big fan of that. Let's see what we got, huh? Ooh. Smooth right there. Bound right there. Still a little bound up right there. I don't like it. See how bounded up it is right there? You don't want that. So let's run that bit through it a little bit more. Be a good clean out right there. Stick it in there like that, and you twist it like that. There we go. Can't tell. A little bit more. Grab us a little bit more of it here. This side right here grabbing. All right, now we got good movement on there. An hour and a half it took us to do that. Spray a little lube on there. Spray us a little lube on there. Here we go. Just a little lube on here. And should be there. The thing you don't want to do is get it bound up, but you want it tight in there. You don't want a lot of movement in this thing. There we go. All right. Pass right off with it. Bushing installation is successful. Successful bushing installation. Now, may have forgot. I took pictures. Where is my pictures? There they are. I even printed them out. Look at that bad boy. Let's get a good look-see here. Get a little look-see. That's gonna go right there. So we got a good spring that goes on the inside, which is gonna be this right here. Spring goes there. Uh-oh. I'm assuming that spring goes there. Right there. And then we got a spring that goes here. I'm pretty well sure I'm getting more difficult than what it is. I think I am. Alright. Damn, it looks good. I see. You know, live, learn. Live, laugh, learn, love, you know? There we go. In the course of trying to stay on budget when you do things, what do I do with my glasses? Golly, I can't keep up with nothing. There they are. Trying to move y'all. In the course of working on stuff, you run into hiccups. It is what it is. Between me ordering the wrong bushings and me trying to get these flaps back in, I struggled. I ain't gonna lie. And luckily the battery went dead for y'all caught me saying curse words. Looks pretty good. But we're back in shape. I actually broke another screw off. Believe that. Luckily I got some extras. We should be back in shape now. Should be heading in the right direction now. Slide this over here right quick. I just want to see something. There we go. What in the world? Oh, hey, put that on the right way. That'd be nice. Slide this back on here. What am I missing here? You want to see if my flaps are still gonna open. Oh yeah. No gaps. As far as I can tell, no gaps. Now I'm sure there's some wide open fancy mechanics out there that's saying, Steve, man, what are we gonna do with you, Steve? Well, best I can tell you is nothing. Because I am what I am and I does what I does. If I had an unlimited budget and people want to pay me for what I do, that's great. But until that time, we are stuck with what we got, and that's being special. A special mechanic shop. That's what we are. We're special. And I don't mean that derogatory. I'm just meaning we're special. But if it works, and I'm pretty sure it will. Get on there, man. I don't know what's going on with these new glasses. They fucking me up. Excuse me, I didn't mean to cuss at you. Been one of them days, you know. I don't know what's going on with them new spectacles. There we go. Now we'll pull that around right here. Plop it right there. And there we go. There we go. That's what we need. Now, it's all beauty cutie. Screw this off here. Hey buddy. Y'all sitting there looking at me with a picture over here. Like amateur hour at down the Samos. Oh, I said my last name. Amateur hour at Clyde's Mechanical here. Hey buddy, what's up? What's up? There we go. Now, awesome. I felt like I wrote it on there. That's right. I did, I scratched it on there. You just can't hardly see it. Now these aren't going a little bit easier here. I was hoping to get done a lot more than I have today in the amount of time that I've been over here goofing off with this thing, so. Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots. You're wearing your black tie fair. You'll never hear me complain. Oh, I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. Oh, it'll be okay. I need a magnetic screwdriver. Girl. Yeah, my screwdriver won't fit. I'll be damned. Damned. You'll never hear me complain. Get in there. Get in there. There you go. Now don't torque your thing all the way down to E. You want to get a little bit of slack in there. Get a little bit of slack so you ain't got much flopping going on here. Golly. Golly. All in the hole, man. All in the hole. Look at me shaking. Good Lord. About the left video, you'd think I'd be a little less nervous. Oh, squeaky clean, squeaky clean, squeaky clean. There you go. A little dimple. There it is. Our tails, our tails. There we go. Man, these screws. I tell you what, you got these big old Bigfoot hands like I got. It's hard to start these screws. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna bet no eye about it, Bruce. It's hard. He's a her town bird. Ali, start. Get in the hole. It's your home. Do you want to go home? Yeah, you go home. And welcome back. Welcome back to Clyde's Mechanical. We are here today to put another day's work in. This is one of the few times I actually get to put a day's work in, and right now I'll put a little paint on the bolts and valve covers, at least give something sprucey on this thing. Today's exciting. I'm excited about today. I'm as giddy as a little kid watching a birthday party just waiting on the cake. And I tell you why, I got a bunch of parts in and I'm ready to put them on. By the end of the day, I'd like to have this thing started and running. We've got several parts we've got to put on this thing. We've got to put the carburetor back on, which I have rebuilt. And I will post a little bit of that fiasco on this video of me rebuilding it and fixing all my screw-ups. And trust me, there's a lot, and I'm not even 100% sure that thing is going to work. But it's exciting either way. Got some fuel pump put on there. I've got spark plugs, got wires, got a new filter, oil filter. Not sure if I'm gonna put that on today or not. Of course, I'm not gonna put the valve cover because I ain't got the gaskets in yet, but I'm gonna paint them anyway. What else I got? What else I got going on here? Just a bunch of knickknacks, and I know it's been a while, but of course I was waiting on parts, and for some reason I feel bad when I do a video and there's not a conclusion to it. I don't know why. I get that pit in my stomach like, man, there should have been a conclusion to this stuff. So I want to see this thing run today. I want to get it back running. Hopefully we'll get it running smoother than what we started with. That's a good goal for me. Here my kids coming. But let's get started. I'm gonna throw a little paint on these things right quick, just cause I can. I don't know. I'm painting a turd here. But I don't even know if he's. Of course, it doesn't work. I'm using the damn colors I got. Of course, it don't work. So all this paint's old as hell. Old as get out here. Ooh. It comes out like a turd. There we go. Blue, black. Hell, I'm halfway colorblind anyway. It don't matter. Bolts. I think these bolts right here. Ease around here and paint these valve covers right quick. Pick you up with this one. Slide, boys. Slap a little paint on there. Paint the rubber too, it don't matter. What we got to leave. And I'm no body guy, so paint guy, so if you see some runs, never mind them things. I ain't worried about them, you shouldn't be either. That means the paint's already getting started on the speed that's about to happen with this truck. I'm just kidding. This thing's geared. I guarantee you we get it running right, this thing will snatch an oak tree out of you by its roots. This thing is geared low. Oh, that, man, what a coat of paint does to something. Jesus, that looks like brand new. I even actually kind of semi-prepped this thing. I took all the goober off of it and sanded it, even putting primer on this thing. That's new for me. I'm not a primer, I usually just paint over dirt. But I do anything for you guys. I'll make it look semi-right, even if I'm on a budget. Man, I can't believe how well that turned out. Woo, look at the beauty of that thing. Make me want to go paint my truck. Boy, that laid down good. Shoo, I might paint the damn. I might paint the might paint the breather that color. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Might slap another coat on there, I ain't sure. I ain't really worried about it that much. But when we put it on there, it's gonna look good. New choke kit for it. Slap this on before I put the carb back on. Screw there. Here's the old carburetor. Old carburetor. Got it thrown back together. Now, it's like night and day difference compared to what it was. Of course, I got some vacuum hoses clogged up. That's for the distributor. We're gonna get that thrown on there today. Really exciting stuff today, guys. Really exciting. Like, I'm gonna throw a ignition switch in there. We're gonna start this truck from. I'm gonna get rid of some of this janky wiring. Got some new battery cables. Man, it's just exciting. It's just can't even handle myself. Let me move that. That's good. Drop that dust all over all them valves. Pull this thing off. Good dynamite. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here's I'll take the dullest razor I've got and try to scrape this old gasket off right quick. Now pre-68, I believe, these small blocks, maybe big blocks too, I'm not sure. They came with these things they're called choke stacks. They're basically heat control thermostats that attach right into the manifold. I learned that. Good thing to know. Kind of don't like it, but it is what it is, and it's going to do the choking thing for us, so let's not complain too much about it. Yeah. Whoop! Good, got him. All right, let's drop the carburetor on there. Drop it in. All right, there. Get it flush. Now, here comes the carburetor. Yep. There we go. Put it one way. Put You ain't gotta grind that thing till ain't no material no more. You just gotta grind enough to get you a flat spot. That's all we looking for, is a flat spot. Going blind here. Gotta put a fuel pump on this thing. Now, Carter here, got this off the old eBay. Says a factory 100% tested, OE fit. I don't even know. I don't know, fellas. I don't know. I don't know where it's made. Made in Mexico. Well, that's where most Chevy shit's made, so. Don't mean nothing to us. I mean, it looked like it'd do its thing. Looked like it. So, chunk this down there. Down them instructions. A good my house guy. A good my house guy. Really outstanding. Get in there. Get in there, fool. Get your ass in there. Back me on this. Take a second. Google some stuff. We've done a pretty good bit today. We've installed a choke kit, put the carburetor on, put a new fuel pump on it, semi-sort to run the fuel lines. I think we need to go ahead and hook the carburetor up the fuel line to the fuel pump. We're gonna put a fuel filter on it, up to it. Then we're gonna go ahead and connect her down. So let's do that. Let's jump on here and put this fuel pump on there. Or not the fuel pump. Golly, you're a moron, Steve. Put the fuel filter on there. Get that fuel filter put on there, and then we'll hook it up to the carburetor, baby. Hook it up to the carburetor, and that part will be completo. Still got wires, still got plugs. That won't take long. We're gonna change the ignition switch. We're gonna put a because I don't know if the one in the truck works. We're gonna go ahead and put a oil pressure gauge and a water temp gauge on it. I have a sinking suspicion that the fuel pump, or not the fuel pump, but the oil pump, may be slightly faulty or clogged. Hope that's not the case, but we're gonna go ahead and put a oil pressure gauge on it just to see. If it's low, we know we have to change it. Right now, we're gonna press on. Press on with the chest on. Chest on. Press on. Fuel pump, carburetor, choke. Oh yeah, I got the throttle shaft put back on. It looks pretty snifty. Snifty. Snifter. I think now we, oh yeah. Brain hurt. I heard. So. Wiring, it's a blast. So much fun. First thing first, we're gonna put a new ignition switch in here. See what we're working with back there. Then we're gonna run lines to the starter. Of course, the starter is gonna go to the battery. Battery's gonna go to the starter. Starter on the R side, something like that, is gonna go to the distributor. Positive side on the distributor. And of course, we got a couple going to the ignition switch. Yeah. So we're going to jump on that. Junction box here. I want to say, which one is it? Yeah. This is going to go to the positive side. This goes down to the horn. So we've got to hook that up. We've got new battery cables. We'll hook some new batteries up. Excuse me, battery cables up. This crap's coming off. So let's do the first thing. Let's Let's put an ignition switch in this thing. I am no genius on the subject. Matter of fact, I'm not even a novice on the subject. Take that back. I might be. Who knows? I know more than I ought to, and it gets me in trouble a lot. Either way, now I'm no genius on the subject, but by my calculations, there's grooves in this thing. Right here, and I think right there. I think that unscrews. Now what I did off camera, which I probably should have done before I ever started any of this crap, is try to turn this thing. And wouldn't you know, they were starting this thing with a screwdriver. I could have. Hindsight, guys, hindsight. But either way, we're going to take it out and place it so we can have some keys for this unit. Don't ask me what the hell that is. I don't know. I don't know what it's there for. So I deduced that maybe if I turn that way, maybe it'll unscrew and fall out the back. Yeah, I'm going with that. So let's take it this way, grab it right there. Ah, yeah, she's a turning now. Now what you're gonna want to do is turn this thing wide open, because we don't give a good goddamn. Turn that thing. Y'all ain't get to see me pop that thing out. Look at that. Okay. Yep. Look at there. Saved it. Oh, y'all. Hey. Let's make us some battery cables right quick. Let's run over here and get us some new battery cables over here. Yep, that'll do. Good set of battery cables. Look at that. Let's see. Yo. To the box we go. Do is trim it up right there. What I'm gonna do, heat this up. And I want to fill the bottom of it up. Fill it up with flux. Put a little dab on that thing. Drop it in. Good tug, good and taut. Take our heat shrink right here. Bring it around this way. Shrink it up around there. All right. Grab another one. Let's come through here and drop the starter. I think that's going to be an easier case than me having to work around all that stuff. All right. You're gonna have your hot line come from your battery. Then you got one going to the ignition switch. Two going to the ignition switch. You're gonna have the hot side and you're gonna have the start side. Then you're gonna have one going to the distributor, which should stay hot all the time. All the time. I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure that's what these two wires right here is for. 100%. Don't know for a fact. What kind of thing? Green or yellow? Green distributor? Let's make green the hot. No, that's the hot. We'll make yellow the negative side. How about that? All right, guys, we're back after a quick battery change. Show you what we got going on. I'm about to hook up the. Man, I have got. When I start working on something, I don't know if everybody else has this problem. When I start working on something, I scatter crap everywhere, and I'm lucky if I ever find it again. Whatever, whatever. Even the new parts, I got scattered everywhere. So far, we've done pretty good today. So far, we've done pretty damn good today. We've taken, put the carburetor on. Changed fuel pump. Run some new lines, gas lines. Hooked up all the linkages. We're in the process of wiring. Made 2 new battery cables. That's good. What else we done today? We've had a pretty productive day, all things considered. Yeah, ignition switch, took it out. Did a lot of drilling on that, got it out, but you know, you got a new one. What you trying to rescue? Waiting on this thing to heat up. It's a pretty good setup here. Pull the ignition out, got a new one in. You see over there where I drilled it out. I always wondered why they took that ring off first. Took the cylinder out first. Now I know. Yeah, I got the starter drop, but yeah, look at it. Take a look at the carb. New carb on there. New fuel line, new fuel pump. I don't know about you guys, but it always makes me feel good when I have. When stuff starts looking new. I even laid a little paint on the old valve covers. Notice the runs. Check this out. The runs. When I got runs on there, you know they've been personally worked on. But yeah, coming from what they looked like before to now, I'd take it any day. All right, let's go over here and solder these lines. Now, these are crush fit. I don't know what you call it. I really don't know what you call it, but these are these leads you're supposed to press on. But I don't know. I've always felt better. I've always felt a little better putting a little solder on there, so I know they're staying on there. I've always had failures with this crap, and while ago we're going to run down to the battery. Not the battery. I'm sorry. Not the battery. The starter. I'm going to run down to the starter. Good view. I'm gonna be down there working. So that one, for the distributor, as far as I know. Pretty sure. As you can see, R is going to get your hot line, your yellow. According to this one, it's yellow on this one. I'm not worried about it other than that. The big block, that's your hot side battery. You've got two wires, one coming from the battery, then one going to the ignition switch, right? Yellow, which would be the run side. Run side means there's power. Once the switch goes on, there's going to be power running to it, okay? That is going to your coil. This picture has a coil, but this is electronic ignition, so everything's on top. So it's going to go to the positive side on your distributor battery. That essentially takes place of this. The other wire, the purple wire they got here, is going to go to the other side of the switch, where once it starts, once you turn the switch on, it's going to throw power there, according to this. So now we know. Run distributor, start purple, goes to the ignition switch, and battery, of course, goes to the ignition switch too. That gets your 12 volts up. Now, those two, I'm more than certain, are the two that we need to run with. They have just done a little, I don't know if there was a fire in this thing or what, but they have done some wiring, and yeah, we'll go with it. So I'm gonna crawl down there and do what I need to do, and you're gonna watch me from there, I think. Those. Know this. One thing about the ground is, if it ain't making a connection, it ain't worth a shit. Go ahead and tell you. I don't even have to be a genius to know that one. Needs to make a connection. So let's clean it up. Hey there, welcome back to what I'm hoping is the final day of this episode. Well, the final couple hours of this episode, so I can get this one out. Sporadically, I've been working on this thing as I find time, and I know it's been a hot minute since I've had a video out, and I apologize for that. You know, when you're working full time, you got kids, I think I've said this before, it's tough finding time to get out here. Along with other things goes on in life, and that's all it is. I mean, it's just all you can say about it. But the other day I was working and got the carburetor put back on. I've got clips of me rebuilding the carburetor. Run some new battery cables. I've dropped the starter, put it back on again. Now it's time to finish up the wiring. We've got the ignition switch in. Tie this wiring in back the way it was supposed to go. And hopefully by the end of this episode, this thing's running. I really like to have a conclusion. I don't know if it makes any sense. It's kind of like reading a book to me. I'd like to have a conclusion to this episode, which would be having a tune put on this truck. So here's a few things we got to take care of. Hopefully it won't take long. We've got plugs, wires, got to finish installing ignition. We've got a little bit of wiring to do. And the oil and water temperature gauges need to be installed too. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on. First thing I'm gonna do is touch this wiring up, get it taken care of. And then, yeah, touch this wiring up, get it taken care of. And then we'll play it by ear from there. If that sounds like a good idea to y'all guys, then we're gonna jump on this. Shouldn't take long. Should be a nice, steady, quick video. And I'm gonna let you sit right here and watch the action. Now, genius I am not, I do have to research some things. And I find that easier than messing up on a regular or just trying things out. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you. This has got a HEI distributor on it. So the one, what is it? The running, yeah, it's the running side of the terminal on the solenoid on the starter. No longer in use. I do have a wire. I ran a wire to it the other day. Shouldn't have, because I don't need it. I do have a key on 12 volt spade connector in there that I can run distributor to, and that will give our 12 volts to distributor. Take a look right here. This right here is the start side from the key switch to the starter. So whenever the starter is bumped, it should bump into this wire, goes into the start side of the starter terminal. This wire, these two down here are the hot, coming from hot. That means they come down here, the regulator, alternator, all the way back to the battery spade right here, which touches the battery. That's where the cab gets to 12 volts. Pretty simple, right? This crap right here, I have no idea what it does. It's kind of ran to nothing, so we're gonna dump this. That's going to the transmission doing something, not sure. The yellow wire, what is the yellow wire doing? I have to look and see what the yellow wire doing. This one's going down to the proportioning valve. So yeah, we'll leave that. Just kind of clean this mess up a little bit, and y'all keep an eye on me. Make sure I don't screw it up. I have a bad habit of screwing it up, so y'all keep an eye on it. Make sure you don't screw it up. I don't screw it up. Hey, y'all might screw it up too. You're with me on this one. Bam. All right. Put these right there so I can forget where they are. It goes without saying this, I'm gonna beat this dead horse to the ground. I am not a genius by no means, but make sure the wire you're using can control the amperage, can handle the amperage. Make sure it's the right gauge. You do not want, because this is where fires start. Now all I'm doing where that thing was third off, it's already got a good solid crimp on there. I'm just putting a little heat shrink around it just to make sure it stays watertight. We don't want moisture in there, get any corrosion in there. So And all I'm doing here is just putting the truck back the way it should have been to begin with. It was just rigged up a while ago and it just looked horrible. So let's put it back the way it's supposed to be at least. All right, we about got this thing cleaned up. Let's make it look a little prettier here. Y'all come on over here, have a look at me doing this wire. Probably getting nothing out of it, but I'll do it right quick. I'm stripping a wire with a pair of dikes. Now normal folks will have a wire stripper and everything in between, but luckily for y'all, I've never considered myself normal. Give that thing a good squeeze. If you can't crimp it with some wire cutters, you can't crimp it at all. That's all I can tell you. I'm gonna jump in here and reinstall the switch. Oh, right. Y'all wasn't here the other day. Oh yeah, before I get too carried away, I'm gonna put these screws back in. No rest for the wicked. Bunny don't grow on trees. Now, part of this video is me taking this ignition out, switch out, and hopefully y'all get the pleasure of watching through and seeing that part. You gotta continue watching the videos if you want to catch the good stuff. That's all I can tell you, because although not every second is as entertaining as the next, I do make it pretty fun. Now you're supposed to pull this thing out. Some way, you're supposed to turn the key that way. Take something small, like a paper clip or something, stick in that hole right there. God damn. This thing's supposed to come out. The cylinder's supposed to come out. All right, we're back on this home stretch. Excuse me. We're back on the home stretch of this particular video, which is a long time coming, I know. While y'all were out sleeping, which means the camera was off, I did go ahead and get our oil pressure sensor gauge, or oil pressure gauge, and the water temp gauge put in. Voltage I didn't hook up yet, but I did. The other two are. Just for future references, if you ever want to know. Small block Chevys, water temp gauge, goes here, oil pressure gauge goes here, and look, it's all me turning it over. It's already got some oil coming up through there, so we're pumping some sort of oil. I don't know what the pressure is, but we're pumping some sort of oil, so that's good. Last hoorah on this one is throwing these spark plugs in here. Now, first thing we're gonna do, well, I gotta put the valve covers back on, but I don't have the gaskets in yet. It's supposed to be here 2 days ago and I ain't got here. So we're gonna run it without the valve covers on. So if it is pumping oil, we'll know for sure because it's gonna be all over the place. Now I did pull these spark plugs out of here, which none of them are too bad. Some of them are fouled out a little bit. Some of them are dry, some are running pretty rich. But all in all, I'd say they're in pretty good shape. Now, let's take these old ones, throw them off to the side. I don't even remember what cylinder I got them out of. Don't really care. Should have 8 cylinders, 8 spark plugs. I have to talk to y'all like I talked to Gunner. You can do this with filler gauges, whatever you want to do it with. I prefer to use this cheap thing, 50 cents at the auto parts store. Run it through there. We'll get her up to 35. Boom. One. I can't see under that heat shield. Start it. Where's the hole at, guys? There you are, way back there. Now when I took all these out a while ago, about all of them are finger tight. So somebody didn't take time to actually tighten them down, but it's all right.
Dangerous ammonia.
Huh? Yeah. That's for liquid fertilizer. That's how you know it's. Now here's where I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. I'm man enough to admit it. And that's the fire in order to put these plugs back on. Now I know what the cylinder walls are. I know what the cylinders are. Basically odd and even, right? So this side you got 1357. That side you got 2468, right? The distributor, which is HEI, goes counterclockwise. That's where it gets fuzzy, and I have to look it up. Now I know some folks on the internet, they reel me in. They say, oh, hell, I can remember that shit, ain't nothing to it. Well, not I, says the blind man. I have to look, and that's what I do. Ain't sure I got the right length here. tie these up off of them valves a little bit. That's all we're trying to do. There we go. Whew. All right, last thing we got to put, of course, the vacuum advance on the distributor. There we go. And that should give us our vacuum advance. Now I don't have the gaskets for the valve covers yet, so I'm gonna leave them off on this first go around. Hopefully we won't get too many flames out of this carburetor. We shall see though. So that we have completely rewired it. Let's go ahead and pour some gas in our little tank up here. Now, sweet carb rebuild and everything. Hang on a minute. Oh shit. Got it everywhere. We got fuel coming to it now. Good. Yep. Alright, hang on one second. Go. All right, hit it. Do it again. How about that? Sound like better, don't it?
It's loud.
Yeah. Look at all that oil we splashed everywhere. We know it's getting oil up into the valve covers now, so sounds good, don't it? That was nice and sturdy. All right, let's close this one out, buddy. From where we were at the other day to rebuilding that carb, all the wiring we had to do, we actually start this truck inside the cab now. Matter of fact, I think if we turn the key right now, we'd probably fire right up. Let's see. Now, is the tuning done? No, we've got to tune that carb. Now I have to clean up oil off the cab, but I do know for sure it is pumping oil. No oil pump is required. Had 40 pounds of oil pressure. That's good. I'd rather have 60, but I'll take 40. I hear no knocking, so I think I got the rockers tightened enough. Yeah, I consider it a success. We're smoking because we got oil all over the damn manifold now, but it's okay. But I'm gonna take y'all back and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, it's been a while getting here, and I've told you before, all the stuff that I have going on in my life, there's not a lot of times I get to come out here and work, so when I do, I try to take advantage of it. And with my wife and my middle son being gone for the week at Washington, it gives me some time while I'm picking up the little one from school and stuff to come out here and actually work on this stuff. So I hope to get a couple of videos out this week. Like I said, every time it's fun to come out here and do it, especially when I have my kids come out here and do it with me, and they can see what the hard work pays off. Y'all see me completely go through that carburetor. Y'all see me about screw that carburetor up, and you'll see it in this video. But it's amazing what carb rebuild, a few plug wires, a few plugs, fixing the wiring can do. This thing can, I can almost guarantee you tomorrow morning I come out here, I can crank this truck up. And that's no joke. Are we done with it? No, we still got rockers to do on it. We still got some body work to do. I got to go through the brakes, but all that's coming in due time. When money comes around, I get to it. We got a couple things in the next couple videos we'll be working on that needs to be done. But hope y'all enjoyed this. I enjoy it. I enjoy coming out here goofing off. Y'all see me install a lot of new parts on this thing. It's probably stuff y'all already knew how to do, but it's stuff that I enjoy doing, and hopefully somebody enjoys watching. Y'all enjoy watching it. Leave a comment below. Tell me how everything's going. Help me with the algorithm. Help me build up some subscribers. Subscribe. If you're watching, subscribe. Get through the video. I know some parts may be boring. Some parts I'm just acting stupid. Some parts I may say something stupid, but get through it. You'll enjoy it. I promise. I try to make it as entertaining as possible. It doesn't always work that well, but I do the best I can. Yeah, that's about all I got. Like, subscribe, hit the notifications if you want to see when this video comes out. But the biggest thing is I got to get some subscribers. I like to hit 500 subscribers, maybe 1,000 subscribers. This is the content you like. We're going to continue to do stuff like this. We'll do some will it runs on stuff that I don't plan to do anything with. I just want to see if it runs. Got that stuff in the work. But I'm hoping to get 2 or 3 videos done this week for the next few weeks to put out. And this is day 1 of finishing them up. Hopefully this one comes out Wednesday, and then hopefully this one gets out Wednesday, and then I'm working on doing every week after that. That's my goal. So if I have to get ahead this week on the videos, that's what I'm going to do. So I said it already. Like, subscribe, hit the notification. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. See my fat behind out here crawling around and being stupid, but I showed you stupid people can do work too. Y'all have a good one. Y'all come back to Clyde Mechanical. And we're out. We got to get up.